everyone, it's Pauline from Stamp with Pauline, and this is project 3 in the series of the Close to My Heart scrapbooking page out, Enjoy the Ride. So this layout, again, we can do with any of the designer series paper and cardstock we have with our Stampin' Up supplies, but I am showing you this layout, and you can follow along. If you go back to my previous videos, you will actually see all the cutting instructions and everything that you will need for this piece. So jump back and do that. What I've gone ahead and I've positioned all of my designer series paper, all of my cut elements on my page, pretty much ready to go. And then I'm using the templates here so that I know that my 6x4 photos will sit just there, and then I can add my embellishments to it as well. So there's a couple of different embellishments on this page that you can see here, and I will be using my embossing buddy to remove the stickiness on the other side of the stickers, and the rest I will be just using dimensionals, mounting foam, or just my adhesive to be gluing those down. So the very first thing is, let's just pop off our 2 templates here because we know where they are to go. I'm going to grab hold of my liquid glue, and now there is an option to actually use your blending brush and the stencils that come in the kit. So if you would like to go ahead and stencil on this one, and this one here also gets some stenciling on it, it's up to you. I've just chosen not to do that on this layout. So starting in the corner here and popping that up there, you're leaving about 1/4 of an inch on each of the spaces. So you take each of the squares that we already had. We have cut some of the squares in half diagonally, so you can pop those onto there. So just line that up. All right, and then I'm going to glue down this one. So again, this is a double page layout, and we're going to glue that down. Okay, and then this blue one, I think they call this one Seaburst, and it is going to go up here like so. And I'm just going to jump down here and do my base corner one first. So just pop that up here for you so that you'll be able to see. So the Seaburst goes down in the corner points of our page, followed by the designer series paper here, and again just leaving 1/4 of an inch on the sides, and then our third one and it's probably 3/8, it says on the thing, it's 3/8 of an inch between these gaps here. All right, so then what we have is this piece of designer series paper is getting popped into this area here, like so. Then we have the daisy paper, like so. And then I'm going to position this piece into here, and Don't think I've left enough room for him, so let me just... Okay, and then we position this piece, and what I have done is just reorientated the designer series paper because I did want that little dragonfly or bug to be showing in there. I wanted to actually see it. I don't want my photos to be completely covering. It's got a little bit of a gap there when you put the photo on, so I wanted to make sure I had that showing. And then this piece, and it goes like so. Okay, then we have our embellishments coming in. So we've got a few different ones, and that will be also obviously for the second page of this. So grab all my bits. All right, so we have, this will be where my photo sits, and this is where my other 6x4 photo is sitting. Turn that up so you see that. Okay, like so. Then we've got happiness starts here, so I'm going to grab hold of my mounting foam strip, and on the top of this time I'm going to pop that here like so. And then we also need to stick down our green layer, and I've just realized I shouldn't have put that on until I have done my other basey layer. So now that I've buggered that up quickly, what I'm going to do is trim that, and then I'm going to glue that onto there so it doesn't look like I did a dodgy, but it won't really matter, except now there's video evidence of it, so that's not so good. And I'm going to slide that down into there, and that just sits there. Okay, so don't do what I just did then. So if you want to stick it under, you can, or do what I did and cut it off. All right, we have the journaling part again, which I won't do just yet because I will be doing the journaling later. I've got a die here. This is You Make Me Smile, and it will need to be raised up. So I'm going to grab hold of my dimensionals, and on those two sides, so it will sit like that. So on this side here, I'm going to position my dimensional, and then on this side here I want my other layer of dimensional, and then peel that off, and then it gets stuck onto there. So again, I can tuck in my elements. Then we have this little element which is actually going to be glued on down here. Done. And then up the top here is the other flowers. So once I know that's where my photos are going to go, and I want this to actually sit here, just poke out that little hole, glue down on here, lining it up, pretty much centering it with my other piece like so, and my photo will sit there. So we have those two, we've got that, and then there is also two words to be stuck down on here, which I am not going to do because I would like to raise them up on the sheet there. So we've got the words, might as well, yeah, we can do it now actually. It can be, so we've got hello summer. I might just glue that one straight down it goes onto there. And then the other words is, it says hooray for spring, maybe? I think that's what that word is. I can't quite. Shine bright, it says, sorry. And it's actually yellow. So that is shine bright. And that just sits over here like so. That is the first part. Can't see anything else that I need to add to there other than obviously the little dimensionals, the gemstones that go with this. So that is the first page. Second layout. So the second layout, this is actually what it looks like. Very similar again, but you will have 3 photos. And that is 3 photos of 3 by 4 inches, okay? So let's gather all of our bits and pieces we need for this. We've got a pattern piece coming off the top here. We've got a green going here. I'm just going to eyeball it just for the moment until I do that. We've got a green piece coming here in a second. We've got a yellow piece here. We've got this pattern paper here, coming off here, that coming off there. Piece of the blue, which is going to sit there. Then we have the lined journaling piece, which goes here. And then we have another piece of lined journaling that also sits over here. And then it has another piece of this, and it sits, so that one will need to go down a little bit further. So pop that there, line that up. That then goes onto there. This then goes onto there. Like that. Okay, and then we have another piece of blue that is going to be sitting in here like that, and then I need a yellow piece here which sits there. There's going to be that. Okay, and I do believe that is all of our pieces. Do have some extras here that have been cut up, but I'm really not sure where they actually, oh wait, hang on, there's a green piece, that's what we're missing. The green goes in here. So that just goes in there. So we've got the 3 of those coming down here. Half a piece there, that lines up with you. And then we need our embellishments. We've got the heart, we've got the bike, we have full joy and shop for flowers and that one. And then we also need some of our die cut sticker sheet. So we're taking the heart. We're also using Life is Beautiful. And then we are also using this little flower pot here that gets peeled off. And we're using this one here as well. And then we need, I've already got the bug, got the flowers, got that one. We need a little bit more of this designer series paper, and we're also taking hold of this piece as well. And we're going to need a bit of this. So I'm going to just cut that off, and I'm just going to tear it off its base just so it still remains a little bit sticky for it. And then we need another piece for the other section, so another one. tear that off. That's our second piece. And a little, that's it. I think I've got everything. All right, so let's begin with this layer. So the first thing I'm going to do is glue down. So make sure that this is all lined up. That's actually going to get chopped off the top anyway, so I'm okay with that bit because it says that. All right, I'm going to start with my corner piece. Popping my corner piece down first. I'm going to pop this corner piece down first on this side. Alright, so like that. Bring that in just a tad, just so it's not right on that corner edge there. Then I want this piece, and that comes down here. So then we have this bit, and it gets glued into here like so, and the bike can get glued straight down on it as well. The bike gets glued on. Okay, so my journaling can't get glued on just yet because it has to have the journaling written on. And okay, so now let's start with these pieces here. Alright, so I'm going to glue this one on first. I think my glue is just about out on this. Okay, grab hold of my other glue, and then I want this here. And then we need this bit. Like that. Okay. Done. Then I'm going to glue the yellow piece here. Like so. And then bugs go onto there like that. Okay. So then what will happen is we will have the 3 photos, and they are the 3x4s. So that would be 1 photo sits there, 2 photos, that photo sits there. That journaling box sits there. So I'm just going to scoot that over just a tad like so. Yep. So that would sit on top of that journaling box. And then our 3rd scrapbooking photo goes down here. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is raise up my heart. because the photo, I want to go underneath it once I've done that. So I'm going to stick my love heart just there, so it allows plenty of room for that to move. Then I have going to add my sticker, and this one is going under here. Like so. Now I have just got to grab hold of this leafy one as well, because it sits out here, but make sure my leaves are going, stems are going the right direction. So I'm going to put that there, and then going to grab my embossing buddy and just brushing on some powder on the back of there, because I don't want it to stick down. Alright, grab hold of some dimensionals. One. So again, you could just use your scraps of dimensionals. Get rid of those. And this piece here again just needs to go over the top of the green. Sorry, I'll just slide that up a bit. So that is where my photo sits. I've got my dimensional far enough in, so it's still going to overhang my photo. So again, I can still move that in when I come back in with my photograph. Then I'm going to stop and smell the flowers. It is already a die cut, so I don't need to embossy buddy any of that. And now I'm going to position this, and it goes on the edge of my photo like so. Okay. Now we've got Full of Joy, and I will actually just going to rotate this and chop off the top section of that, because we don't need that part of the DSP. So that sits just like that, and that goes there. All right. Full of Joy is going to get glued down here. And so that little bubble goes there. And then what we're going to do is we've got another bug, and it's coming in here. And I'm going to grab some dimensionals. Just trying to use up ones that I already need. Nope, onto a new sheet. So I'm going to grab a dimensional, pop that onto there, and my little bug sits there. Then we've got a heart, and I'm going to change that die cut and pop a dimensional behind it instead. And the little heart sits right there. Okay, then what we've got here is 2 additional stickers. So photo number 2, it has a sticker, and it actually comes out quite far, sort of near the journaling box. So pop that down there, and your second sticker just comes in a little bit of a gap. It proceeds to go there, and then all we need is to add our other, and I'm going to raise this one up because again it's going to run into my sticker sheet. So I'm going to pop some dimensionals here, but not quite to the end, because when I want to do that journaling. So this box sits here, and I'm going to have that centered off that, like so. So that goes there. Okay, and I think that is all of it except for this one. And again, popping just some powder on those. And what I'm going to do is, because my photo sits here, okay, my journaling box sits here, and this is actually going to go across here. So like that. So what I'm going to do now is grab my dimensionals, and I'm going to go one on the end, and just tuck that back in there for a sec. Get in there. There we go. All right. And then I'm going to actually put another dimensional in the middle here, because that's again where I know that I need to go with that part. So the box will sit there, and my life is beautiful will sit just across there, and I can bring that down a fraction. And that is the second part of this page. So let me bring in all of the bits, get rid of the instructions out of the way. So this here is the third scrapbook layout in the kit. Pop that there, pop that there. That will get glued on once I've done my journaling. Then I have all of that ready to go, just to pop my 3x4 photos in and my 6x4 photos in. So yep, another great layout, really liking it, and I hope you have enjoyed it too. So just remember, if you're interested, you can put an order in with me. Close to my heart, hopefully we'll be releasing some more scrapbooking layouts similar to this in with my Stampin' Up when they join the Stampin' Up family. And yeah, but this will be really easy to mix and match with some Stampin' Up supplies as well, and our new ephemera packs. So I'm going to actually start doing that on my next lot of scrapbooking pages using those ephemera packs. So all right, I will talk to you next time. See you then. Bye.
Years of